Hey, welcome back to Dad Space. Hey, you know what? It's been a year of Dad Space. Yeah, an entire year. Because we started the show last year on Father's Day, and I wanted to jump on and say Happy Father's Day, Dads. From everyone here at Dad Space, all of our past guests, all of our other listeners, you know who you are. Happy Father's Day. I have a few thoughts for you about Father's Day to celebrate you as a dad. You're on Dad Space. Here we go. So it is Father's Day again. You did it. Another year. And I'm thinking too of the fathers that are going to be a dad for the first time this year. It's an exciting time for you. Your life is going to change, and you are going to gain a life that is going to change yours as a dad. So congratulations if that's you. I wanted to share some thoughts for you as a dad as I'm thinking of you today. And I'm thinking, getting some perspective from my own life as a dad, that I want to share a few things with you. As a dad, we need to understand that you are a source of strength and guidance and support, unwavering support for your family. Your family looks up to you. Your family is looking to you for wisdom and seeking comfort just by you being in the room, being present. And your love and involvement leave lasting impressions on your family and in their minds. It instills in them the values and qualities that will guide them through their entire life. The one thing I really want you to think about as we go into Father's Day celebrations is that I want you to remember that your presence matters more than you really may ever realize. Your time spent playing and teaching and simply just being with your children creates bonds that are unbreakable. They're going to be tested. I got to tell you that as a dad with 3 kids out of the house and some interesting decisions that they've chosen for their path in life. The bonds are unbreakable, but they are going to get stretched, challenged, and some pressure applied. It's going to happen. But that laughter that you share and the stories that you tell and the lessons that you demonstrate are invaluable gifts that will carry your family for their entire life. It's important to recognize that being a dad isn't all about being perfect, but it's about just being there. And I think that's the one thing I really want to encourage you is I remember somebody saying that, wherever you are, be all there. And I'm hoping that this Father's Day, no matter what happens on Father's Day weekend and all the plans and whatever happens, that when you're in the room and you're in that space with your family, that you are all there, all of you. You're not tied up with your phone or thinking about work or whatever, but you're present. You're available. What I learned as my kids were younger was that we just need to embrace the imperfections and just simply allow ourselves to learn and grow as our children learn and grow. I know when my oldest was born and when he was young, I was figuring out life while he was figuring out life. We were doing it together. And I had never been a dad prior to my firstborn, and the things that I had to learn in a short amount of time, I had to learn while I was on the job. So I was really on the job training that I was doing, really. where you kind of have an outline of what your responsibilities are, but you just kind of get thrown into it. And I think that was where I was probably the most unprepared. But as we celebrate the small victories and milestones, each step, whether it's big or small, is a testament to the impact that we have as a father. And I would challenge you and admonish you to cherish the moments of joy. They're the building blocks that are going to serve you and create these lasting memories for you and your family. And I guess another side of what I'm thinking of too, going into Father's Day for me this year, is to take a moment to remember to take care of yourself as a dad as well. And listening to the guests that we've had on Dad Space over the last year, is I'm learning that we as dads need to value our own time, that we need time to heal and grow and mature and learn, be exposed to the lessons that others have learned. And that's kind of the idea behind Dad Space and our community on Facebook, is we just want to grow as dads, and we want to build each other up, and at the same time be built up by others. We need that. By nurturing our own happiness, that whole oxygen mask in the airplane thing, when it drops, put it on first and then help others. We've heard this many, many times. But by nourishing our own happiness and fulfillment, it's that oxygen mask, we become even a better role model for our family, because we're demonstrating it. It's coming from a place of execution, not just words. So as Father's Day approaches, I just want you to know that you as a dad, even though you don't hear it all the time, maybe, you are seen, you are appreciated, and you're loved. And I know as dads, this can mean a variety of situations where we might be in a home with our entire family, we might be separated, we might be a widow, we might be a step parent. There's a lot of different ways that we're going to show up as dads. But you are seen, appreciated, and loved for all of the things you do, including the mistakes. And your dedication and sacrifice and unwavering love are gifts that will transcend all of time. It will. Keep being amazing as a dad, and know that your influence will shape the future in extraordinary ways. And I love the idea that our children are a piece of us that carries on long after we're gone, that there's a piece of us in this world that will demonstrate what we did our best to teach, did our best to live by example, and that our children will come to appreciate that, even if they don't recognize it at the moment, even if it's hard when we reach out to our kids and it's silence comes back to us because they're not in that space right now, or they're looking for that kind of connection with you as a dad. It's kind of what I'm dealing with right now with one of my kids, and that's tough. Because I'm anticipating this year, I'm not even going to hear from one of my kids over Father's Day. And I've been trying to reach out and trying to create a bond and create a bridge to make that happen, but it might not happen this year. If that's you, I can feel what you're feeling. And I want you to know that you're not alone in that. And being a dad has many joys, and sometimes there's some sadness. But I'm hoping for you as a dad this year, you find some joy and you find some time for yourself. Even if it's just grabbing the dogs and going for a walk, or sitting on the back porch and just feeling the breeze and listening to the birds, or just unwinding, grabbing your fishing pole and heading off to the lake, whatever it is, that you find some time for yourself. And I don't think you need my permission for this, but permission to be selfish on Father's Day as well. Enjoy the family, enjoy the celebrations, enjoy what's going to happen for you this year around Father's Day, but also enjoy some time for you. And in doing that, I think you'll recharge your batteries, grab some new perspective, and jump back into the ring as a dad. And again, I just wanted to thank you for being part of Dad Space. And again, the message to all of the past guests on the show, thank you for making this year fly by so fast. But it's been a joy to share the podcast with you over the last year. Looking forward to having more amazing dads come on the show. And if you have a dad story that you want to tell, we're not looking for you to come and sell anything. We want to hear your dad story. And I know there's a lot of dads that have amazing stories of what they've lived through, what they've experienced, what they've learned, all of the lessons and life experiences that you have. I would love to share them here on the show, because that, I think, is something that we all need to hear. More stories that encourage us as dads when we're not inspired, when we feel like we're not doing a good job, when we get down on ourselves if we don't see the results that we wanted to for our kids, and we're struggling with our own identity as a dad. If that's you, I would love to hear your story, and I know everyone here at Dad Space would love to hear your story as listeners. Reach out at dadspace.ca. Let me know. I'd love to have you on the show. But I'm just thinking of you on Father's Day as listeners and past guests. And to the large majority of listeners who listen to Dad Space that are not dads, whether that is a large listenership of women that are listening to the show, or people that are just curious about what we're talking about here, I want to thank you for taking time to listen to the show as well. I can see it in the numbers that there's interest there from you as a listener, and that means a lot to me as well. And I would love to continue serving you on the podcast as we talk about more dad topics to open that conversation. So again, if you have a great dad story, I would love to hear it. dadspace.ca. Come on the show. Let's have a conversation. It's really relaxed, but I'd really love to get your story out into the world and hear your story if that can help many. Happy Father's Day to you. Again, thank you for listening to Dad Space. Catch you on the next one. And thank you for being part of this community. dadspace.ca. Meet you over there. Happy Father's Day. Thanks for listening to Dad Space today. Go check us out on all of our social media, YouTube, all that great stuff. You can find us as Dad Space Podcast. Real simple. Dad Space Podcast, whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, even YouTube. Email us, dadspacepodcast@gmail.com. We're always looking for great guests to come on the podcast. If you have any feedback for us, let us know here at Dad Space. Looking forward to connecting with you on the next episode, right here of Dad Space. Follow us on your podcast app for more. Cheers. To you, Dad. Thank you.